Some libraries give you just the next piano. Some other companies develop new things, and there are other libraries that solve a problem. And this is about one of these libraries. But first of all, let's hear the problem. I loaded in chamber waves from Oliver Arnold's Chamber Evolutions. It's beautiful. So here they recorded dynamics. You can't change them. They are recorded. They are baked in the samples. Okay, they sound great, but now I show you a problem. I play a C sus4 chord and then I want to change to a normal C major. And you can hear at the end, you just hear the E on its own. Why? Because the dynamic starts from new when I press the E. But that's not what I want. I want to change inside of the dynamic, inside of the wave or crescendo, decrescendo. And now we listen to the problem solver. Here is the library string contours. You see, I didn't use the Modwheel and I played legato inside of the wave. So what's going on here? At first I thought I have to use the sustain pedal or play real legato. No, I don't. So what's happening here? I can play just one line. As long as I didn't release all the keys, the wave is going on and all the samples are starting inside of the right position. So I can play a melody like you heard, or I can play chords. And it's so beautiful. Okay, now we change the length. So now we have one bar at the start and one bar at the end. Or we want to have more time for playing inside of this, let's say, wave. So we choose 2 and 2. Or we want to start very low and then start very fast. And the last one. Then we've got the dynamic assignment to the Modwheel. And now you can say, but you said we don't have to use the Modwheel, or there's no necessary for this. Yes, but you can. So let's use it now. So now you can have very loud swells and very soft swells. And the next is the reverb. All you heard has been the dry signal. And I love the original sound because it's so dry that you can use it without reverb, and there's not a big reverb like at the Air Studios, but you can add reverb. And here now I activate the reverb. Let's listen to it. And there's one reason why you should have a reverb. Not especially this one, perhaps another reverb. When you don't play the phrase till the end, it sounds like this. And then it's gone. Because there are no release samples, and there can't be release samples because it's a recorded phrase. So then the sample has been cut or faded out. And for this, use a reverb. Now let's listen to it without reverb, and then I turn it on. And on. Now it works. And before we go to the different microphone positions, let's check all the different instruments, because the great thing here is you've got a lot of instruments. You see, we've got basses, solo cello, cello, violas, solo violin, and the violins. And we start with the basses, and now we choose everywhere the same articulation, sol tasto, and we start with the bass. I love it. Let's go to the solo cello. Now we've got the cello ensemble. Violas. Let's go high to the solo violin. When you get some pictures or scenes now in front of your eyes, just leave a comment. What are your film scenes you imagine now? And the last one, the violins. Let's check the different microphones here. So you've heard the whole time the full mix, and let's deactivate this one. Now we choose close, deca, and AB. We start with the close microphone. So now we are on the left side. Let's check the AB microphone. It's a little bit more roomy, but again on the left side. Now let's check to the Decca tree. Now you've got a bright sound. And I guess the Decca tree is great when you just play the violins, but when you have the violins and the cello together, it's great to choose close or AB. And now let's talk about the articulations. And what's great here, every instrument has the same amount of articulations. Do you know some libraries that offer you some articulations, let's say the violin, and then you want to use the same articulation for the cello, but it's not available for the cello? And it's very bad, and I don't understand why a lot of developers move like this. But here, you've got always the same articulations. So you see 7 at the basses, 7 at the cello, 7 at the solo cello, and so on and so on. There are no bad surprises. And now we listen to all the different articulations. We start with Lure. Next, Normale. And you want to have more feelings? Here they are. Sol tasto. And now sul pont to Normale. And it's great that they didn't forget tremolo. And now it can be two different things. Now you can play a scene where a bad guy is coming around, or let's say perhaps something bad can happen. Or you say the sun is shining. But when you use the sul pont tremolo, it sounds more that you are in the desert and the sun is shining and it's burning your brain out of your head. And now the question is, how much do I like this library and do you need this library? Well, I love this library very much and I don't know any library that can play like this. It's inspiring. I can play what I want. There are no compromises. I love it very, very much. And the only thing I don't like about this library, I didn't have it 2 years ago when I needed it. And do you need this library? Well, it's not such a normal library for normal strings and normal brass. For this, you can use a lot of libraries from Strezov Sampling or Spitfire Audio, orchestral tools, cinematic studio series, Cine samples, and so on. this is a very special product for one niche. And for this, it's perfect and solves a problem. Okay, how much do you like this library and the sound? And what kind of scenes did you have when I played some phrases? So just write me a comment and see you in the next time. Bye!